Today we're checking out the soundtrack to one of the greatest films of all time. We're checking out a cool new project from one of the coolest bands of all time, and tons more coming up on Friday Night Vinyl.
Channel 33, RPM, yeah, 33, RPM, Channel 33, RPM, yeah, Vinyl forever.
Alright 33ers, this is a segment for record reviews, music news, and mail. Does that work? I wish mail rhymed with the rest of it. Anyway, you get the point. Jam-packed video today. I want to kick things off by talking about a brand new reissue, one of the score of the soundtrack to one of the greatest films of all time. It's The Godfather. This is not the score. This is just my Godfather trilogy Blu-ray box set. This is what I'm talking about. Check this out. Brand new from LaLa Land Records. They sent this to me for review. Anyway, The Godfather. This is one of those films, even if you haven't seen it, you know parts of it. It's woven into our culture. I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse. That kind of stuff. So here, as I said, from LaLa Land Records, is a soundtrack to the 1971 film. Hype sticker says, music composed by Nino Rota. And this, they sent me two versions to check out. This is the cannoli cream and Mo Green swirl. I got this one, and I also have the what did they call this one? Tuxedo variant, and I'll show you why in a second. I just made some notes here. Some people say The Godfather is one of the greatest and most influential films ever made. This is from LaLa Land Records. LaLa Land Records specializes in movie and film soundtracks. I found they always do an excellent job with their releases. Anyway, let me show you both of these. These are available on their website for $40. If you're a movie fan or fanatic like I am. I love what they did with the art, man. That looks good. Really clear, really good artwork. There's the back of it. There's the gatefold. And this is a 2-record set. Let me show you this. Let me show you the vinyl, because this one's pretty cool. This is the Tuxedo, black and white. I've said before, I'm not the biggest fan of colored vinyl unless it serves a meaning, it serves a purpose. And this one does. There you see is record 2. These come in polyline sleeves. Gotta love it when they do that. And it comes with a booklet as well. Give me a second here. It's Friday night. It's been a week. I love it. I love the artwork. I love the screenshots, the screen captures. It's a Sicilian message. So that's just some liner notes about the score, along with some images from the movie. This is the first Godfather, Godfather 1. Some people say Godfather 2 is better. I'll leave that to your discretion and your judgment. So that's the one variant. Another variant is a cannoli cream and Mo Green swirl. I've left this one in the shrink. I don't know why. I'm weird that way. When I can, I like to keep records in the shrink. And I've already shown you, and I know what the gatefold looks like, so I think I'm okay to keep this one in the shrink with the hype sticker intact and all that. I want to show you the records. There is record 1. There is record 2. So I gotta say, these are great pressings. The records are flat. They sound good. It features, I made some notes here, it features the original score with additional and alternative cues. You know the music. It's dramatic, it's emotional, and some of it has a very Italian feel to it. Again, if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. These records are $40 each at LaLa Land Records. They're limited to 750 copies each. Many of their titles sell out quickly, and LaLa Land Records tend to go for quite a bit on the secondary market. So I'm glad I have these. I was glad I was able to show them to you. And it's cool that I got both variants of one of my favorite movie trilogies, movies of all time, The Godfather. This just landed in my mailbox. This is the brand new 7-inch single from the Rolling Stones, Zydeco Sont Pas Salés. And well, it's a split. We talked about split releases recently, which are a big thing among indie bands in the 80s and 90s. This is a split release between the Rolling Stones and Clifton Chenier. Zydeco King, and they're both doing their versions of the song Zydeco Sont Pas Salés. There's the front. There is the back. Let me show you inside. Kind of a standard black 7-inch. The Rolling Stones put a really cool spin on that classic Creole Cajun song. Clifton Chenier was known as the king of Zydeco. And the Rolling Stones really put a rock and roll spin on that track. And interestingly, Mick is singing in French. I'm not sure if I've ever heard Mick Jagger singing in French before. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's kind of cool to hear that. It also features, the Stones version features a Louisiana accordionist, Stephen Riley. The Clifton Chenier version was recorded in 1965. This officially comes out today, I believe, June 27th, 2025. This was an advance copy sent to me for promotional purposes. And yeah, I dig it, man. I'm a fan of Creole culture, Cajun culture. I've been to New Orleans a few times. I love that whole vibe. There's a lot of Landrys down there as well, but I dig that whole vibe, man. So this is a cool single, and cool to see the Stones doing something like this. This is put out by Smithsonian Folkways Recordings and the Smithsonian Institute, which kind of makes sense. Well, we're checking out the new one from the Stones, Zydeco Sont Pas Salés. Good stuff. All right, so I'm not sure if you saw this. I posted it on Facebook, but it was announced this week that they are finally reissuing Van Halen's Balance on vinyl. There's been so much demand for this record, man, and it's the missing piece in my Van Halen collection. Anyway, it comes out August 15th via Rhino, and there's a couple different editions. The one I think I'm going to pick up is the expanded 2 LP, 2 CD Blu-ray version. There's also the standard vinyl and the standard CD, but I think I like this expanded one. It includes a CD with the B-side Crossing Over, along with Humans Being and Respect the Wind from the Twister soundtrack. It's got 8 live tracks recorded in 1995 at Wembley Stadium. The Blu-ray includes promo videos and 1 live video. So there's some good stuff there. My only, I was going to say complaint, but I'll say my wish or my pet peeve is it's a 2 LP set and side 4 is an etching. I'm not a big fan of etchings on vinyl. To me, it seems like wasted space or missed opportunity. So I wish they had put maybe some of the bonus stuff on the 4th side there, but whatever. I'm just happy to get this. I also kind of wish they'd included a full live concert on the Blu-ray from Van Halen. There's at least, from what I'm aware of, there's at least 3 full shows recorded on the Balance tour. There was 2 in Toronto, which is on YouTube. It's a great show, and there was 1 in Florida, I believe. So if anyone from Rhino is watching, my deep wish is that you'd release some of those shows also on Blu-ray, as well as Live Without a Net from '86 on Blu-ray. Maybe as part of a 5150 deluxe box set, throw Live Without a Net on there. I don't know. I think it would work. Anyway, I'm looking forward to this release coming out August 15th.
Channel 33, RPM.
One more update here. A few weeks ago, I did a review of record storage crates on wheels from the Hi-Fi Cabinet Company. They sent me an email saying that they now have a UK warehouse for faster distribution in the UK and Europe. These are cool crates. They're designed and manufactured in Canada, good quality. So if you are overseas, you can now get faster access to record storage crates from the Hi-Fi Cabinet Company. Okay, check this out. I posted this on Facebook as well, but lately I've been listening a lot to this band called The Creepshow. And they're punk, they're rockabilly, they're psychobilly, they're punkabilly, whatever you want to call it. They're from Burlington, Ontario, which is just outside of Toronto here in Canada. And this was their last album. They have, how many albums do they have out? They have 5 overall, I believe. And this is their 5th one, came out in 2017. I'm not sure. I don't think they're broken up, but they're kind of only gigging occasionally. But I wish these guys had put out a new album. This one's called Death at My Door. And it's just really good. And these guys are really underrated. Their singer, Kenda, they're female fronted. They've had a few singers, but their latest singer, Kenda, is such a beautiful, soulful voice. The last track on this album was a real surprise the first time I heard it. It's My Soul to Keep. It's a really introspective, thoughtful, mellow kind of piece. The rest of the album is mostly pretty upbeat, I guess you'd say, but it's a really good album. So if you're interested in kind of that punk / rockabilly stuff, this is a band definitely to check out. Their releases are really hard to come by now, but it's all over the streaming services. You can check them out there as well. The band is called The Creepshow from Canada. Well worth checking out. Alright, 33ers, what did you think of the releases I showed you today? What have you been listening to? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching. I'll be back really soon. Until then, keep on spinning.